Psst, that's reboots for you. Look! This needs more booze.
Hey guys, look at you. You look awesome. Is that a mask or your face? Hey man, you should go try the punch. It's great, I made it myself. This guy, remember last year? Him and Helper, they got drunk. They passed out on the lawn and we had to go get them. God.
Why is there always such a long line for the bathroom? Am I right? Say, you're not gonna be long in there, are ya? Dude, finally! Oh, jeez! Oh, way to wreck the bathroom, dude! Oh, glad I'm not going next. Oh! Did you see what she decided to wear? I mean, could that dress be any shorter? There's always some scantily clad hoe at every Halloween party. But hey, at least they keep all the creepy dudes distracted, am I right?
So, did you guys plan this? Like this whole thing? The red? Because you guys look amazing. Except for you. You look hot. Can I make you a drink or something?
Well, I thought more people would show up, but maybe it's just a little weird to have a party in the middle of a pandemic.
Well, I can see somebody thought it was a good idea to have a Vincent theme party. That costume's not bad.
What did you say?
I said, hold on. Somebody thought it was a good idea to have a Vincent theme party.
Wait, I thought that was you.
Huh? It's not me.
Anyway, as I was saying, feels weird to have a party in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, I thought there'd be more people.
Yeah, me too.
You gave out those flyers I told you to, right?
Oh, yeah, of course I did. I'll be right back. I hear someone coming. Be right back.
Who's calling you?
Hi, I'm Johnny Havoc.
And I'm new.
We're Simple Tricks and Nonsense, and this is our Halloween double feature.
We wanted to make this video last year, but too many things got in the way.
Halloween can become so chaotic, and we become so busy because there's all these opportunities to wear costumes that we don't get to do everything. But that's because we love Halloween.
Even as kids, we loved Halloween, even if that meant throwing together costumes at the very last minute.
We fall into that cliche of cosplayers who claim, oh, I have nothing to wear for Halloween. But that's because some of our costumes are just meant for conventions and other events.
It's also easy to just be burned out from making things all summer for Dragon Con.
And that's also a big thing because when there's only about a little bit more than a month between Dragon Con and Halloween, you don't get a whole lot of time to do something truly outlandish.
That's how Halloween creeps up on you.
Doing last-minute costumes isn't something new for us. Sometimes the funniest costumes are stuff that we just threw on after digging through the closet.
Sometimes, with a little more time, you can hit thrift stores, and they'll provide inspiration if not the entire costume.
True, my Pee-wee suit and Beastie Boys Sabotage costumes were all thrift store finds.
For Lizzie from The Walking Dead, it was completely found at the thrift store, minus the spray paint for the stripes.
Having a closet of military surplus can help too, like when at the last minute my friends and I decided to do Tropic Thunder.
For me, another partially thrifted costume was the Corpse Bride. This is a costume I wanted to do a video for a while, but I kept putting it off since there's no shortage of Corpse Bride costume and makeup tutorials on YouTube. But here is mine I made for Halloween back in 2015 and have worn it multiple times since. So this body paint is an alcohol-based body ink that I get from Real Creations. and it's what I use for all of my costumes that require body paint. Which, to be honest, I have way too many of. I personally prefer it because it's waterproof and lasts longer than the water-based paints that I've tried. Now, I'm not using any special makeup here. It's just regular drugstore makeup you can get anywhere. With this body paint, most makeups go right over top of it. Like here, I'm adding powder and highlighter, which I find helps set the body paint in even more and makes it last even longer. I try not to go too crazy over drawing the eyes. I only apply the white a little over my eyelids, where you would normally apply normal eyeliner. I also only apply the white to my waterline and just enough to cover my lower lash line. I find this looks better than just drawing big white circles around your eyes. This makeup is very fun to do, though time-consuming. I was mad at myself for forgetting to add the bit of torn flesh from her face at the time this was filmed, but normally it would look like this. A lot of it was recycled from a thrifted wedding dress and corset that I cut up, tattered, hand-dyed, and painted to make it all the right colors. I sculpted all of the exposed bone pieces because I didn't want them to just be painted on. I wanted them to be raised and stand out from my body. That whole right arm is actually a sleeve that is glued onto me. The little maggot guy I made myself. He has a magnet and a base so he can stay on flower petals or clothing. I actually make and sell those in my Etsy shop.
We love the more classic horror, the B movies, the black and white films, the low quality special effects.
Put a guy in a rubber suit and we're in.
That's why when we decided to make a last minute costume for both Halloween and a local convention, we looked to one of the masters of horror himself.
Vincent Price.
This was going to be a simple rubber mask, which meant we only had to sculpt, mold, and cast his face. But with his catalog of work in horror, if you have Vincent Price's face, that means you have a world of characters.
So one Friday afternoon we started sculpting, and by Saturday, midday, the sculpture was in the mold.
By Sunday, our first Vincent Price mask was being painted.
So out of that one weekend project, we got the Red Death, Dr. Fives, and I got my little Vincent suit.
Dr. Fives required a second mask to be made, his disfigured and scarred face, which is what he really looked like under the Vincent Price face. It's a snug fit, but I can wear both masks and pull off the outer one to reveal the inner, more grotesque one.
As for the clothing, we just went to the thrift store and threw things together.
These are some fun costumes to wear because 1, not a lot of people know who you are, and 2, the empty eyes make them creepy.
Speaking of creepy, is it creepy we met Victoria Price in costumes made to look like her dad?
Normal people would think so, but she said her father would have loved it.
Well, that was our first ever Halloween special. We hope you all have a fun and safe Halloween.
Thanks for watching, and if you're interested, we're on both Facebook and Instagram. So do a search for Simple Tricks and Nonsense.
Links below.
Ha ha ha!